Breaking news, my lovely, wonderful people. Court takes actions on 27 lawmakers loyal to Wike. This is what is going on now. The court has taken drastic actions on the lawmakers who had moved from one party to the other. Don't forget that at the very, very first instant, we saw 27 lawmakers moved from the People Democratic Party, a party that brought them into power, and they moved to the All Progressive Congress. As we speak at the moment, it has gone from bad to worse. Right now, they are abroad, they are going on a tour, and things are going quite differently, and this is what is happening right now. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe, as more and more begins to happen. God will deliver this nation. When you see some things going on, you really wonder, has to take a drastic decision on these people. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. The Federal High Court sitting in Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital, has announced that April the 16th, 2025, as the date to deliver its verdict on the suit concerning the potential dismissal of the 27 lawmakers who moved from the People Democratic Party to the All Progressive Congress. The suit filed by Labour Party against the 27 lawmakers in Rivers State House of Assembly. The Labour Party is asking the court to declare the seats of the lawmakers vacant over their alleged move from the People Democratic Party to the All Progressive Congress APC. During the hearing on Monday, March the 17th, the defendant lawyer and Speaker Martin asked the court to dismiss the application, citing the Supreme Court's judgment that is superior to what the court is doing now. The defendant also presented the certificate true copy of the Supreme Court, noting that the Apex Court has restored the leadership of Martin Assembly. He also noted that Governor Sim Fubara, who earlier initiated the alleged movement from one party to the other, has withdrawn the suit from the Federal High Court in Abuja. On his part, counsel to the Labour Party, Clifford Ochechi, submitted that those who moved from one party to the other was a collateral matter beyond whether Fubara spoke about it or not before the Supreme Court, and urged the lower court to dismiss call to strike out the case. He said the evidence of movement from one party to the other was already before the court and the nation's report. On February the 28th, the Supreme Court ruled that there was no evidence that the lawmakers has actually moved from the People Democratic Party to the All Progressive Congress, even though it was on national dailies and on Arise News and Channels News where they declared with their mouth that they were moving. It then rules that the status quo with the state assembly should be maintained. The Supreme Court also held that the state allocation should be seized until the governor represents the appropriation bill before the Constitution recognizes the State House of Assembly. Speaking after the court ruling later the day, Joechu explained that he had presented his submission and that only the judgment of April 18, 2025 would determine whether the prayer of the defendant will be upheld or not. The political crisis in Rivers State stays barely 6 months after Governor Fubara took over from Nyesom Wike, who currently serves as the Federal Capital Territory Minister. The two political gladiators are fighting over the control of the state political structure. The 27 lawmakers involved in the court case were said to be loyal to Wike. The river lawmakers moved from one party to the other in the request of Wike just to punish Fubara. This has caused more trouble than you can imagine in Rivers State. Many people have expressed concern over the law of the land, which has gone against the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that if you leave the party that brought you into power to another, you have lost your seat. There has been a tug of war with what the representation of the court of what the Constitution stands for. This is what is happening right now, my people. Court has taken action, and this is what is happening with regards to the 27 lawmakers. Later in the year, we'll be getting a full report, on how things have been later on in the year. That is this very April the 16th precisely, judgment will be released on how these matters will go. Remember that every one of us have got a point of contact right now to ensure that we do everything humanly speaking possible to bring about a change and make this nation a better place. Nobody should continue with the same thing over and over again and allow the same thing. Every one of us have got an opportunity, to make a difference. Well, it is what it is. If there is anything that we can actually really do, to make things better, it is now more than ever before that we rise up to the occasion and we do everything humanly speaking possible. What they are doing now is really, really uncalled for. It's really, really uncalled for. And the truth of it is, it will cause a lot of, disharmony in the country. Because what is going on right now, it has shown that, they have no value for what the Constitution says. People can turn it, in every way, in any direction, because it suits them, simply because it suits them. And that's why everybody must be careful, and that's why we must really rise up, okay? We must rise up, and make sure we express our concern on what is wrong with our Constitution. Our judiciary system, which is supposed to be an arm of government, has totally forgotten where they really stands for. Well, the truth of it is, we have the executive, we have the legislative, and we have the judiciary. But guess what? Our judiciary has become like rubber stamp. And only God will help us if we continue to do these things and just be quiet and allow some people to just, manipulate and control our nation, okay? And destroy things without us really speaking and doing what is really right and appropriate. As a nation, we must rise up to the occasion and say no to oppression. Leave us a comment. Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can have all our latest news. Remember, you have a voice. God bless. Have a fantastic and lovely day. Bye for now. Bye-bye.